without pulling in $1 million a month. He could never afford to raise a daughter like this. She could settle gang wars for him, outwork an entire construction crew solo, make money on projects with zero overhead. But if he dared turn down her requests, she would use her powers to smash his antique vases, and millions would vanish into thin air. Shinta was a third-ranked Yakuza boss, but in her eyes, those antique vases were her true loves. That day he won a bid on a $5 million pot, and she could not stop smiling. He thought he had finally hit the peak of life, but then right above his head, an iron egg suddenly dropped down, and the egg had a face on it. Shinta first thought he was hallucinating. After rubbing his eyes, he realized that weird thing was actually real. His street-smart instincts told him to be careful, so he decided to bail. The next day a fresh start began. First a shower, then a cup of coffee, but as he walked into the living room, he was totally stunned. That iron egg had been lying there all night. Then the egg suddenly spoke, asking Shinta to break the seal on the egg. All he had to do was press the red button on the back. So Shinta flipped the egg over and stomped on it. With a loud proof of air, a poorly dressed expressionless girl appeared before him and immediately asked him for clothes. But Shinta refused and tried to scold her for breaking into his home, but she pulled out her powers and threatened him by levitating all his precious vases into the air. Who knew this little terror could blow money so fast? Her spending habits were off the charts. She only bought what she liked. Normal people bought clothes one at a time, but she bought whole racks at once, always picking the most expensive stuff. One mall trip set Shinta back 850 grand. Even a late night snack had to be caviar and miso soup just to keep her happy. The girl could not do anything besides eat and sleep. Shinta had to cover all her living expenses. In just a few days she burned through millions. That was when it finally hit him. He was basically raising a daughter. The day before she saw something on TV about schools and instantly told Shinta she wanted to go. But Shinta said she had no identity, no family, nothing at all, so there was no way she could enroll. Her hand started reaching toward his collection again. Shinta had to use his Yakuza connections to get her admitted, but the one condition was she could not use her powers freely from then on.